I was offered the job for the Philadelphia Blazers in the WHA, and Walter Bush called and said, "I don't think that's a good deal. I got a job for you. We're going to make you director of special projects." So I'm sitting around there thinking, I'm watching a couple of junior games, and I said, there's a project. I played junior in Canada. I know what junior hockey is. We'll start a league. It was a tough road, a lot of opposition. People thought it was going to torpedo the high school leagues, but we survived. There was a gentleman in Chicago that had a junior team that was, when he saw what was happening, and he didn't get any money from the National Hockey League, he said, those kids that play in that league are ineligible because the National Hockey League is sponsoring that league. And we had to fight like hell to overcome that. We had to hire a lawyer, flew to NCAA headquarters in Missouri, and when they saw we were serious and we had an attorney, they reneged and said, no, that league is not deemed as professional just because the National Hockey League gave it some sponsorship. And off it went, it took, and now I think they have, 26 teams in Midwest Junior League, which was now called the USHL. To get that league started, Walter Bush and I had to take partnerships in St. Cloud and Minneapolis, of course. Fargo, we had to take some interest there to give it some credibility. But now, how do we entice these kids, give them some incentive? Well, I was just finishing up in the Olympic Games, and I had some connection. I said, let's join the World Junior Tournament in Moscow, in Leningrad, and be the first World Junior team. That was the incentive. Gary Sargent, Paul Holmgren, a lot of fine hockey players. That gave the league and the first World Junior team some traction. And Sports Illustrated asked me what it was like. I said, I don't know. They lost my baggage the first day, and I had to live there in Moscow with the same outfit on for 2 weeks. The World Junior Championships gave a lot of those players that were on that team opportunity in college. Herbie Brooks recruited, Colorado College recruited, and they had experienced kids now that came out of the junior league and with international experience, and it took off. Canada Roger Nielsen kind of got onto it a little bit. So the second tournament was up in Winnipeg. Then all of a sudden, wow, this thing is alive and kicking. This is a good deal. So the U.S. Hockey jumped on it. I went to Switzerland to coach a team in Geneva, and USA Hockey took over, and then claimed that the first 2 years weren't official. But I've got a letter from the executive director that says it was official. And I like to mention that because the guys that played on that team deserve the credit of being on the first World Junior team. That was important, and they took it and it took off. I wasn't the most favorable person in USA Hockey. I got a lot of heat going up to upper deck where all the press was, and get a lot of heat. Don't do anything to disrupt the high school league. So how about the kids that didn't have a chance to play because they had no experience after high school? The first World Junior team, I think every one of them got a scholarship by the time the smoke cleared. And I think Herbie Brooks had 5 of them. So it paid off. The purpose was to give American kids a chance to mature and qualify for the scholarships that were all going to the Canadian kids. And that goal was achieved. I got a call when they brought the tournament to hear from the USA Hockey, say, the tournament's come back to where it started. And I thought that was pretty nice of them to call me, and that's the first recognition. I didn't need it, but it's very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. The league was in tough shape, getting it started. Nobody wants it. What's junior hockey? They didn't understand what it was. Well, now they do, and it's big time.